Welcome to another Innovation Matters podcast, and we're here at Studio Bloom. We're talking to Rosella Mandu, who is one of the owners of Studio Bloom. I'll let Rosella explain the business, but we're here because we're interested in consignment. So Studio Bloom is a great little business that's on 124th Street, just south of 110th Avenue on the east side, and it's great. I met the other owner, Rob, at a co-promotion at a local bakery, and so we started talking about consignment, and I dropped in, and Rosella has agreed to talk to us about how she operates her business and how consignment adds to it, and how this adds to what her passion is in terms of supporting local artisans and local business. Thanks, Rosella.
Exactly. Thank you and welcome. So Studio Bloom is a very small independent flower shop. The floral staff definitely focus on the flowers. We bring things in from all over the world and keep it very seasonal. And then we also have a giftware component to the shop and our inventory. So rather than stocking things that are made overseas, we just made the choice to be able to support local craftspeople, and we bring in products that are handmade. A lot of them are made right here in our neighborhood within walking distance of the shop. We've got over 15 people that we have products in the store on consignment.
Great. And so what helped you decide to bring in the consignment versus having people as suppliers or other type of business relationship?
Well, I think the main thing is quality and variety. We have a very eclectic grouping of gift items, and really people can come in and look for a gift for somebody, and you can find something for anyone. It's as a retailer, we have the opportunity to go to different gift shows, either in Edmonton or Toronto or even in the States, and having been in the business for a while, I sort of see that it's the same thing in all the different shops, and there's such a movement to shop local. We knew that there were beautiful items that people were making, and we have a network of very talented and creative makers in the neighborhood. And so it was just an easy and perfect fit for Studio Bloom to be able to support them and to be able to offer really unique things for our customers in the store.
So Rosella, you're the creative side of the business. Rob's the CFO, and he's the accounting side. What would he say about cash flow in terms of doing consignment? Is there an advantage there with that?
There's certainly advantages and disadvantages. So some of the advantages, certainly, we do not have to pay to have inventory and worry about the cost of servicing that inventory. So each one of the consignees has, their own shelf, their own product. It all fits in beautifully. We're a little unique in the way that we approach the split for the consignment. I think a typical consignment approach is either 50% for both parties, or 60 to the shop owner and 40 to the person who's made the item. But we do an 80-20 where we keep 20 and they keep 80, which is very unusual, and I feel pretty strongly about that, and Rob doesn't always agree with that approach to it, but 20% covers what we need to cover to be able to ring in their product, write their checks, and package it. I'm not really looking to make money on the items. The advantage to me is that all of these people are telling their clientele and the people who love their products that it's at Studio Bloom, and so we get lots of people through the door who wouldn't necessarily have ever come in for a flower arrangement. They're looking specifically, especially at Christmas time, they're looking specifically for an item that they can no longer get at a farmer's market, and they know that we've got it, and so they're aware of us, where otherwise they wouldn't be necessarily aware of our shop.
So it creates traffic.
So it definitely creates traffic. And then kind of a spin-off to that, which has been a lot of fun, some of our consignment people will do workshops. So, for instance, we have Bernie from the neighborhood who does beautiful hand-painted silk scarves. And he's taught a couple of groups in the back room how to hand-paint silk scarves. And,
Wonderful.
and it's a lot of fun, and it's an opportunity for him to, teach people what he loves to do. And so, yeah, that works out nicely, too.
So consignment can be linked to co-promotion as well.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, because those workshops are a lot of fun, and people love to learn how to make something. So.
And as it becomes known to people, to other artisans, that you give them, I guess you practice, I call it local fair trade.
Well, you're right. That's exactly right. That's a good way to put it. And it's interesting because at the start, I was going to different craft shows and different markets to try to find people and their products and ask them to bring it in.
Right.
Now, 4 years later, it's their friends and family who know, and then they're pushing them to, because a lot of times creative people don't have a lot of confidence that their items are, sellable in a retail shop.
Right.
But it's beautiful, beautiful product. And so it's most often it's friends and family who are saying, hey, my friend does this, would you be interested? And and we're telling them, yeah, get them in here. We want to see it.
And that's what I find small business operates. It's on trust and referral.
Yes.
Right? Trust and referral. And you build that business that way.
That is the best.
Be patient with it and it grows.
It's the best way to build that business. That's how we approach our wedding business, for sure. All of our brides, well, not all of our brides, but the majority of our brides come from referrals. And if we've taken care of, one family, then they know that we're going to take care of their friends. And it's great. It's the best way to do
blossoms.
It. That's right. That's exactly right. Yeah.
All sorts of puns that we could throw in there.
You can.
Well, thank you. It's been a great conversation, and just to see a little bit of how it can work. Before we end, what about the process? Some people are maybe considering being a consignor. If there's a process, there's probably contracts, there's things you want to do, even if it's with friends, that to make sure everybody's clear on when they get paid and how they get paid. Yeah,
so we do have people who have a great deal of trust in us. I do believe that most businesses who have consignment have contracts. We don't.
Oh, okay.
We should, but we don't. It's pretty much all verbal. They're people that we know fairly well.
Yes.
We get to know them fairly well. So typically we count their stock 4 times a year. We record it coming in and going out. Sometimes if there's things that haven't moved, they'll take it away. We keep track of that inventory, and then we write them a consignment check with a detailed listing of everything that's moved 4 times a year. And
are there any special insurance considerations?
We need to have their products. Their products are covered under our insurance. Cool. Yeah.
So Absolutely. It gives them that sense of
for sure.
Security.
Yeah, because they put their heart and soul into a lot of what they make. So it's not just the retail value of it. It's a lot of work. Oh. So, yeah. It's been a real pleasure, Rosella.
Thank you. Thanks for coming down. I appreciate it. Yeah, this has been great. I'll be back. Thank you.
Perfect.
All right.